The sky above Earth had never looked so dark, clouds swirling like angry storms, hiding the sun from view. Humanity had faced many threats before, but nothing like this. An alien race had arrived quietly, unseen, and they carried a venom that could kill anything it touched. Plants wilted in seconds, animals dropped lifelessly, and humans fell ill almost immediately. Panic spread across cities, governments struggled to respond, and scientists raced against time, but the venom was strange, unpredictable, and deadly. Dr. Aidan Cross, one of the leading scientists on Earth's first prototype defense system, stood in the lab, staring at a sample of the alien venom. His colleagues had tried everything: chemical treatments, energy shields, even experimental vaccines, but nothing worked. The venom was faster, smarter, and more dangerous than anything humanity had ever faced. Aidan felt a cold fear crawling down his spine, knowing that one wrong move could end all life on the planet. Outside, alarms blared, warning of alien drones flying over major cities, their shadows cast over streets, people screaming and running for safety. Humanity seemed fragile, small, and powerless in front of this invader. Yet Aidan refused to give up. He had a gut feeling, a tiny spark of hope, that there was something in humans that the aliens had not considered. Something unique, something powerful. He studied the venom under the microscope, noticing an unusual reaction when it touched human blood. The venom changed color, a strange blue light flickering for a moment before fading. Could it be a weakness, a secret that humans could use against these deadly invaders? He did not know, but the idea filled him with determination. There was no time for fear, only action. Aidan called his small team of scientists and engineers into the lab. Their faces were pale, their eyes wide with worry. "We may have a chance," he said, trying to sound confident, "but it is dangerous, and we may be the first to test it. If it fails, there may be no second chance." The team nodded silently, knowing the risk. Yet they trusted Aidan, trusting that humanity's survival depended on courage and cleverness, not just weapons. Meanwhile, the alien drones were everywhere, scanning the Earth, striking cities without mercy. Aidan and his team had hours, maybe less, to act. Every moment counted. Every second could be the difference between life and extinction. The lab buzzed with tension, scientists preparing equipment, measuring the venom, calculating doses, and running simulations. Their hands trembled, but their minds were sharp, focused on the one idea that could save them. Finally, Aidan made the decision. He would try the experiment himself, risking his life to see if human biology could neutralize the alien venom. The team protested, but he shook his head. "I am the first. I will be the test," he said firmly. The air felt heavy with fear, yet charged with determination. As Aidan held the sample, ready to begin, a loud crash echoed outside the lab, the sound of alien drones landing near their facility. The team froze, hearts pounding. They had no time to hesitate. There was no safety, no backup plan, only one chance, one moment to see if humanity could fight back. Aidan looked at his team, then at the venom, and whispered, "This is it. Humanity depends on us." He opened the container, preparing to face the unknown. His hands were steady, his mind focused. The fate of the world rested in a single, shocking experiment. And as the alien drones moved closer, Aidan injected a small drop of the venom with his own blood. The reaction was immediate. The alien venom began to change, glowing faintly, writhing, and neutralizing itself. The team gasped in shock, hope flickering in their eyes. Could this really work? Could humanity survive? The answer hung in the air, fragile and uncertain. As the drones approached, the glow from the venom faded slowly, leaving the team in silence. They watched Aidan's blood mix with the alien toxin, and something incredible happened. The venom shrank, lost its color, and seemed almost harmless. The team exchanged stunned looks, hope flickering like a fragile candle in the darkness. Yet there was no time to celebrate. The alien drones were landing closer, their mechanical feet smashing the earth outside. Aidan wiped sweat from his forehead, his heart racing. "This works," he said quietly, "but we need to act fast. We need to understand how it works, and make enough to save people." The team scrambled, collecting samples, running tests, and measuring precisely. Every second counted. Every mistake could be deadly. Meanwhile, the drones spread across the city, scanning for humans. Their alien eyes were cold, calculating, and cruel. Entire streets emptied as people fled in panic. The world outside the lab felt like a battlefield, a war zone where death lurked in every shadow. Yet inside the lab, a small spark of hope had emerged, a chance for humanity to fight back. Dr. Lena Ortiz, Aiden's closest colleague, worked frantically on a small machine designed to replicate the reaction of human blood with the venom. "If we can mass-produce this solution," she said, "we can save thousands, maybe millions." Her voice trembled with both fear and excitement. The team nodded, understanding that this was their only option, but the alien threat was smarter than they imagined. Drones were beginning to scan their lab directly, sending alarms and signals back to the alien mothership. They needed a plan, not just a solution. "We can't wait for them to find us," Aiden said. "We need to move quickly and be strategic. We have to use what we have, and our brains are the best weapon." The team worked in tense silence, the hum of machines filling the air. Each drop of the solution felt precious, every action critical, as if a single mistake could end everything. Outside, the sound of alien weapons hitting the city grew louder, fire and smoke rising in the distance. The clock was running, and the fate of humanity rested on a handful of people in a small lab. Suddenly, a drone crashed near the entrance, alarms screaming. The team froze, fear gripping their hearts. Aiden knew they had no choice. "We fight smart," he whispered. "We use the solution to protect ourselves and stop them from advancing." With careful hands, Lena applied the solution to small traps around the lab. The venom reacted immediately, spreading in the air and neutralizing parts of the alien drone. For a moment, there was silence, broken only by the sound of drones retreating slightly. The team exhaled, their hope growing. They had found a way to fight, to turn the alien weapon against them, but the threat was far from over. The venom could mutate, the aliens could adapt, and there was still so much at stake. Aiden looked at his team, eyes burning with determination. "We are humanity's last chance," he said. "We have the brains, the courage, and now we have the solution. But we must be smarter, faster, braver. The next step will decide if we survive or become history." Outside, the drone circled closer again, a shadow of fear and danger. Yet inside the lab, a flicker of hope grew stronger. Humanity might be small, fragile, and underestimated, but they had one advantage the aliens did not: their ingenuity. And, as the team prepared for the next move, the glowing reaction of the solution reminded them that even in the darkest moment, humans could fight back, fiercely and brilliantly. The lab was tense, every sound magnified in the silence. The alien drones outside were relentless, circling closer, scanning for life. Inside, Aiden and his team prepared the most dangerous experiment of their lives. They had discovered that the human body could neutralize the alien venom, but testing it was life-threatening. One wrong move, and they could all die. Aiden looked at his colleagues, determination in his eyes. "I will do it first," he said firmly. "If it works, humanity has a chance. If it fails, then we know nothing survives." Lena shook her head, panic rising in her chest. "Aiden, it's too risky. You can't." "I have no choice," he interrupted. "I will test it myself." His hands were steady, his heart racing, every beat echoing in the lab. He carefully drew a small sample of the alien venom and prepared a tiny dose of his own blood. The team watched in tense silence, breathing shallow, hoping, fearing, praying. Aiden mixed the two, and immediately, the reaction began. The venom wriggled and twisted, glowing faintly, then shrinking, fizzing, and breaking down. For a moment, nothing seemed to happen, and then the glow intensified, spreading rapidly through the mixture. Aiden felt a sharp heat in his arm, but he held still, observing the reaction. The alien venom, deadly and fast, was neutralizing itself, converting into a harmless substance. The team gasped in awe and relief, hope sparking in their hearts. But their relief was short-lived. The alien drones outside had detected the unusual energy, alarms blaring. Their mechanical bodies moved swiftly, preparing to attack. There was no time to celebrate. They had to act fast, or the experiment and humanity would be destroyed. Aiden, feeling the energy surge from the reaction, realized something. The human solution could be used as a weapon, not just a cure. They could fight the aliens with their own biology, turning the venom into a tool of survival. He quickly explained to Lena and the others how to apply the solution to traps and defensive devices. Their hands moved frantically, the room filled with the hum of machines and the smell of burning chemicals. Outside, a drone landed directly in front of the lab entrance, its sensors scanning, weapons charging, ready to strike. Aiden carried a small vial of the neutralized venom toward it. Heart pounding, the drone fired, but the solution reacted instantly, spreading in the air, corroding its metal, short-circuiting systems. The mechanical alien toppled, sparks flying, smoke rising. The team cheered quietly, but Aiden knew the fight was far from over. More drones were coming, faster, smarter, and more dangerous, yet humanity had found its first victory. They had discovered that even the deadliest alien weapon could be turned against its owner. Using courage, brains, and biology, they had a chance. Aiden looked at the glowing solution in his hand, then at his team. "This is only the beginning," he said. "If we work together, we can save lives, protect our cities, and show the aliens that humans are not weak. We are smart, brave, and unpredictable." The lab was alive with energy and hope, yet shadows of fear lingered. The alien threat was real, and they were adapting quickly. The solution might work, but the next move would test their courage, strategy, and ingenuity like never before. And as Aiden prepared for the next phase, stepping toward the lab doors with the glowing solution in hand, the alien drones advanced again, a storm of death looming. The experiment had succeeded, but the battle for survival had only just begun. The alien drones advanced steadily, their glowing eyes scanning the lab, every movement precise, calculated, and deadly. Inside, Aiden and his team readied their defenses, carrying vials of the glowing solution like fragile weapons. The air was thick with tension, fear, and determination. Humanity was on the edge, but they refused to give up. Lena adjusted a series of small traps around the lab entrance, each one coated with the neutralized venom, ready to strike. Sparks flew as the drone's metal bodies touched the traps, corroding and short-circuiting. For the first time, the humans saw the aliens falter, their invincible image broken by human ingenuity. Aiden stepped outside, holding a vial of the glowing solution in one hand, his chest heaving. The drones focused on him, weapons charging, ready to strike. He knew he had only one chance to make an impact. Every heartbeat was loud in his ears, every second precious. He hurled the vial toward the nearest drone, and it shattered on impact. The glowing solution spread, reacting instantly with the alien metal, eating through their armor, disabling their weapons. Sparks and smoke filled the air, and the team watched in awe. The aliens had underestimated humans, assuming they were weak, fragile, and defenseless. The drones retaliated, firing energy blasts toward the lab, but the humans were faster, smarter, using the solution in small grenades and sprays to protect themselves. Each blast of alien energy met a counter, each attack neutralized. The tide of battle slowly shifted. Humanity was fighting back, but the danger was far from over. New drones descended from the sky, larger, faster, and more aggressive, their alien instincts adapting to human tactics. The team's traps were not enough, and Aiden realized they needed something bolder. He grabbed a large container of the solution, running toward the central drone, his heart pounding. He poured the glowing liquid across the ground in front of the drone, and a chemical reaction spread like wildfire. The alien machine toppled, metals sizzling, circuits frying, yet more drones came, circling from above. Aiden's team worked tirelessly, throwing vials, activating traps, and dodging attacks. Humanity's courage and brains were being tested to the limit. In the midst of the chaos, Aiden noticed something critical. The aliens relied on the venom as both a weapon and a control signal. If they could neutralize it entirely, the aliens would lose coordination, giving humans a chance to strike decisively. He yelled instructions to Lena. "We hit their core. We destroy the venom source. We can turn the battle." The team moved swiftly, dodging energy blasts, applying the solution to the drones, and making their way to the alien mothership hidden near the city outskirts. The aliens were relentless, but humans were clever, using every trick, every bit of intelligence and courage to survive and fight back. Finally, Aiden reached the core of the alien control system, pouring the glowing solution over the main structure. It hissed, sparked, and smoked, alien energy flickering, systems failing. For the first time, the aliens hesitated, confusion spreading among their ranks. Humanity had turned the enemy's strength into a weakness. The team watched, exhausted but triumphant, as the remaining drones retreated, the alien mothership. Faltering, humanity had survived the confrontation, but the cost had been high. The world outside was scarred. Cities in ruins, yet for the first time, humans knew their true power. Their brains, courage, and ingenuity had turned the tide against a superior, alien force, and as Aiden looked at the glowing solution fading in his hands, he realized this was only the beginning. The aliens might return, stronger and smarter. But humans had learned a vital lesson no matter how deadly the threat. Human creativity and courage were the ultimate weapons. The smoke cleared, and the city lay in ruins, buildings shattered, streets scorched, and silence heavy in the air. But amidst the destruction, Aiden and his team stood alive, exhausted but unbroken. The alien drones had retreated, and their venom had been neutralized. Humanity had survived against impossible odds. Lena wiped sweat and grime from her face, looking around at the team. "We did it," she whispered, disbelief and relief mixing. In her voice, they had turned the aliens' deadliest weapon into a tool for survival. Something no one had thought possible. Humanity had fought back, not with massive armies or advanced weapons, but with brains, courage, and ingenuity. Aiden carried the remaining glowing solution carefully, knowing it could save countless lives. They began distributing it to hospitals, shelters, and laboratories, working tirelessly to protect the survivors and rebuild. The world was broken, but hope had returned. Flickering like a fragile flame in the darkness, governments began to organize. Using the humans' discovery to create defenses, scientists studied the solution to mass-produce it safely, and engineers rebuilt cities with new technology and knowledge. The alien threat had been repelled for now, but humanity had changed. Stronger, smarter, and more united. The media reported on the miraculous survival, calling it humanity's triumph against impossible odds. Children who had once feared the dark now slept safely, knowing humans had fought back. Adults spoke in hushed tones of courage and genius, inspired by those who had risked everything to save the world. But even as the world celebrated Aiden, he remained vigilant. The aliens were gone, but they were not defeated. He knew their species would return, stronger and more determined. Yet humanity had learned something vital: no force could match human creativity and courage. When humans were pushed to the edge, they became unstoppable. The team gathered on a rooftop, looking at the horizon, the sun breaking through dark clouds for the first time in weeks. Aiden held the vial of solution, now dim but still glowing faintly. "This is only the beginning," he said softly. "We have proven that humans are capable of anything, that we can survive, fight back, and overcome even the deadliest threats." Lena smiled, exhaustion in her eyes but pride in her heart. "We've shown them that humanity is not weak. We've turned their weapon against them, and we will be ready if they come back." Other team members nodded, understanding the weight of their victory and the responsibility that lay ahead. In the distance, a faint signal flickered in the sky, something they could not yet identify, a reminder that the universe was vast, and threats were never truly gone. But for now, humanity had triumphed, and the story of survival, courage, and ingenuity would inspire generations to come. Aiden looked at the team, the city, and the glowing horizon, and whispered, "We survived because we are human. Because we never give up, because we fight with brains, courage, and our very essence. The universe may be dangerous, but we are ready." And as the camera of imagination pans across the recovering Earth, showing humans rebuilding, learning, and preparing, it becomes clear no alien force, no venom, no matter how deadly, can break the spirit of humanity. Humanity had faced extinction and emerged victorious, proving once again that when humans fight, they fight with everything they have. Brilliant, brave, and unstoppable.